Hey friend, Erin here from $5 Dinners, and in this video I'm going to walk you through 3 of our favorite things to make in the air fryer. One we make all the time as a side dish. The other 2 probably might surprise you. They're a quick snack, maybe a dinner if I want to do a couple rounds worth. So with that, let me show you how to make these 3 things in the air fryer. One thing we've been making a lot of in the air fryer lately is oven tacos, but they're air fryer tacos. So I made the oven tacos famous on my episode of the Big Bad Budget Battle on the Food Network, and here is basically the air fryer version. We're going to take that taco meat, add it to the shells. We're going to stand them up basically in this like nest essentially of the foil. I can usually fit 3 or 4 tacos in my air fryer. You'll just have to go accordingly. This is also great, like if we have extra taco meat, the boys will just like make these as a snack. So once we have the meat in, we'll load in the cheese, and then we will air fry them to perfection and enjoy them for a snack. Or I'll do a couple rounds if I'm doing a meal, or if we're like eating in shifts, which often happens around here, we'll do that way. So let's get going with making these real quick. Here we have everything in our little foil nest. It's actually easier to stand them up when you add them inside of the air fryer. So I'm gonna just get the meat right here and use my trusty scooper. I like this guy because it has like this longer arm that I can scoop up, and then I'm trying to watch through the video. That's never a good idea. Anyways, like that. There, I did it. I had to look over the camera. So then I'm gonna load this up and I'll be back to put the cheese on with you. Okay, here's the skinny with the cheese. The skinny on the cheese is don't be skinny or skimpy. You really gotta load it in. We want this cheese to melt all over everything and like seal the meat into the taco. That is literally the Metaverse taco, and we want all of these. So one is trying to tip over. I'll get that guy here in a second. I'm filming with one hand and adding cheese with the other. So this is what this looks like, and then I'm gonna add the other one, and then we'll go put this in the air fryer. Here we go. We're gonna do 350 for 3 minutes. All right, I'll be back. Okay, goal achieved. The cheese seals that in there. Amazing. So now you know how to make air fryer oven tacos. 3 minutes, 350. Load up the beef, add tons of cheese so it seals it all in there, and then you can add whatever toppings you like. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, next on the list of things we've been making all the time in the air fryer is a grilled cheese. So I get everything ready. Please note that I butter all the way to the edge. I don't always do that when making a grilled cheese in a skillet, but I like the way that it crisps up and browns the bread. Okay, so we're just going right in. I have 2 slices of cheese. You can add anything you want here. If you want to do the insides of your sandwich like mayo or more butter or whatever, it doesn't matter. That's how you do the sandwich. Easy peasy. And then we are going to air fry on 375. I start with 3 minutes. It kind of also depends on the bread and how thick the bread is. We're gonna start with 3 minutes, and I might add 1 more minute after we check on it. So here we go. It's sizzling. It might be hard to hear because it's also pouring rain. So there is that side. Let me flip it over, hang on. Okay, there's the broil side. So broil for a minute at 400. If you don't have a broil setting, it's 1 minute at 400. So that is grilled cheese. One more food that I am always cooking in the air fryer is a baby potato or a tiny gold or any small potato, smaller than 1.5 inches round. This is probably the biggest one here. And first we're going to coat with a little bit of oil, olive oil, avocado oil. We're going to toss that together. You just want to coat the potatoes. Yes, and we often do this where I'm cooking 2 things in the air fryer at once. You might hear it, or maybe you hear the rain. It's actually pouring. It doesn't rain like this very often, does it? Pouring. How's that grilled cheese?
Good.
You like that 2 pieces of cheese in there, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Super ooey gooey. Okay, last but not least, these are teen approved. Teen approved grilled cheeses. This is ranch. Any seasoning salt will do. I just like to do ranch on potatoes. Just toss all that together, and then these will just wait their turn for the air fryer. And I'll show you how to cook them in a sec. Okay, baby potatoes, I'm just gonna give them a quick little toss, and then I'm gonna drop them in here. 400 for 10 minutes. Oh, there's the rain, pouring rain. Woo! Smoking hot. I like to see a little bit of ripple in the skin, and then I'm just gonna check fork tender. I'm gonna look for the bigger ones. This guy might not be quite cooked. I'm gonna add 2 more minutes. The cooking time is gonna depend. Most of these are fork tender, but they'll be fine adding a couple more minutes. We just wanna make sure that we get those larger potatoes cooked all the way through. So I'm gonna put it in for 2 more minutes, and then these will be ready to serve. I'm gonna scoop them into my serving bowl. And yes, I do see that my air fryer looks really dirty. I promise we clean it all the time. This is just kind of the wear and tear of using an air fryer multiple times a day. So yes, it is cleaned regularly, and it just has that, it's almost seasoned. Another way I like to cook these, and I'll put the recipe in the description, is you mash them at this point. So I'll just take like an actual potato masher, gently press them down and flatten them, and then put them back in the air fryer for a couple minutes. It just gives this extra, little extra crispiness to them. So that's what I call a twice air fried potato. But for these, I'm just gonna give them a little mash with a fork and then add a dollop of sour cream on top. Here they are mashed. And I do like the squeeze bottle because I can just add a little dollop to each one. And there we have a little side dish of air fried baby potatoes. Okay, there you have it, our little machine, hard at work. We love the baby potatoes. We love the quick and easy grilled cheese and the quick and easy tacos. And yes, I have gotten to the point where I'm making extra taco meat so that we can have those for quick snack. The links for these 3 air fryer recipes are in the description below, so be sure to check that out and explore the blog as well while you're over there. Lots of budget-friendly dinner ideas and recipes for you over there. All right, my friends, with that, it's bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.